Sean asks, what if God relishes in torturing me? I don't know anymore, and I'm so scared. Well, I mean, there's the story of Job, right? And it's not God that tortures, but it's Satan and the devil, the Lucifer, whatever you want to call him. It's him, but he does it with God's permission. Now, that is a story. It's a beautiful myth that is meant to teach us a few things. It's meant to teach us a few things about God. It's meant to teach us a few things about ourselves. It's meant to teach us a few things about life. But coming back to it, does God rejoice in, does God relish in torturing me? No. No, as a matter of fact, I would strongly argue God's not torturing you. I would argue that life happens. God isn't reaching down and saying, I just want to screw with Sean today. God isn't reaching down saying, I want to screw with this country today, or this nation, or these people, or this community, this family. That's not how it works, I don't think. I have a difficult time, and I'll be honest with you, I have a difficult time with something like miracles, which we always see a miracle as something good, right? We always see a miracle. Miracle is a good thing. I have a difficult time with miracles because I don't understand how God could do a good thing in one person's life and not in another. I don't understand how God could do something for someone who already has so much and yet leave others starve. Right, so I have a difficult time with a theology that claims that puts a faith in miracles or curses, and they do. They're at the same level to me because both are God interacting in our lives. That being said, I have been the recipient of miracles. No getting around it. I there's no explanation for it. I have been on the receiving end of some incredible blessings. I have. I still can't quite wrap my head around how that whole thing works. Honestly, and part of the reason is because I think what you end up falling into is the trap of a theology of abundance, and not a theology of abundance, but you get the prosperity gospel out of it. Obviously, if you want good things to happen, it's about your faith, and you have to put that faith in. And once your faith is at a certain level, once you hit boss level faith, you get stuff. I know people who are immensely faithful and boss level faithful, and they didn't get the things that they needed. They didn't get the things that they thought they needed. So, Sean, for me, the work of Viktor Frankl, the work of Harold Kushner, the writings of Harold Kushner were very, very helpful in this regard. When bad things happen to good people, in particular, we read it at our book study a few months ago. It's a powerful piece of work, and it is challenging. It's very challenging to read, because he does set a few things up on its head and then kicks them over, right? Like it's that kind of thing. But it's the premise is basically that God set this world in motion, and we are here. We are guests here in this world. We are visitors here in this world, and this isn't our home, but we are here for a certain period of time. And while we are here, we live, and life is hard sometimes. Life is hard sometimes. And it's not that God makes our life hard. It's that God set the world in motion. And in this world, there are dangerous things, and there are hateful things, and there are poisonous things, and there are lovely things, and fragrant things, and beautiful things. There are things that feed us, and there are things that feed on us. That's what this world is. And it's set that way, well, for balance. It's set that way for balance. But, again, for Kushner, while God may not be the one who is cursing us or blessing us with miracles or with pain and suffering, while God isn't the one who is causing us pain and suffering, God is present to our pain and suffering. God is there with you through it. As the person who's suffering, I'm to look for God. That's okay. This sucks. God, where are you? Where do I see you? And for those who are witnesses to the suffering, those humans, animals are great at this, by the way. In particular, dogs, I think, but animals are great at this. When we see, when we encounter, when we experience the suffering of another, we are to be God in that place. We are to step in and to be present to that person. We're to be there with that person through that suffering. People of faith, we are. If I believe in God, then I believe that I'm the hands and feet of God in this world, then I am going to be with you through your suffering, with you as you are pained and as you grieve. We love being around people when they're laughing. We love being around people when they're excited. We love being around people when good things are happening. We've got to be around people when they're crushed too, because that's where God would ask us to be. Because that's where God is. So, is God relishing? Is God relishing in torturing you? No, God's not torturing you, and God is not relishing in your pain. God's weeping with you in your pain. God is with you as you suffer. And hopefully you're able to see God in your suffering. Your eyes and your ears and your heart is open enough, even though it's a time of pain and it's a time of struggle and survival, that you're able to experience God in that place. And maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm so in love. I'm so in love with this ministry that we have here. Maybe you're able to see God in the words of the people who are responding to you right now. Maybe you're able to see God in the people who are reaching out to you right now. Maybe you're able to see God and understand that you're not alone right now, that there are people here immediately on the literally other side of the planet who are holding you up, who are thinking about you, who are worried about you, who love you. And the cool thing, not because they know you, not because you have an intimacy with them, not because you've spent years developing a relationship, just because you are you. And you're in pain. So, God doesn't rejoice in our suffering. God doesn't, enjoy it. We suffer because all human beings have their ups and their downs. All of us will experience pain in some way. All of us will experience joy in some way, but all of us will experience pain and suffering and grief and all the bad things. It's not because God's getting you. It's not because God's punishing you. It's not because God is out to torment you. It's because it's life in this world. But God is with you through it. God is with you through it, and God has sent people to be with you through it. I hope those that God has sent, including us here, I hope that we are willing to do what's being asked of us. I hope that we're willing to do what's being asked of us, to be there with you. Can't fix it. Can't fix it, but we can be there with you. Sean, that's a brilliant question. Thank you for sharing it with us. Amen.